I had a pretty good childhood with many great, fond memories. But one of my favorites is how on a school night when I'd finished my homework or I'd gotten out of bed on a Saturday or Sunday morning, I'd head into the living room, sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and see a bunch of kids jumping up and down between film reel as a show and movie was advertised. Then, an actor would come up onto the screen, introduce themselves, say, "And you're watching Disney Channel," and then grab a wand and make a little mouse ears and head. Then, on would come an episode of Hannah Montana, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Phineas and Ferb, Wizards of Waverly Place, or something of the like. Such was the experience of all the other kids in my neighborhood, at my school, and all across America. The experience I just described of watching Disney Channel has been a staple of American childhoods ever since the channel was born in 1983. But depending on which decade you were in its target age range, what you saw and how you saw it is going to be very different as a result of the many changes the channel has gone through ever since its initial launch. So this first video in this series of essays is going to be all about the Popular Children Network's origins. In 1977, the Walt Disney Company Productions executive Jim Jamiro proposed that the Walt Disney Company form their own television channel in addition to their many studio films. Originally, the company was uninterested in doing this, but in 1983, the idea was revisited. On April 18, 1983, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Disney Channel was launched as a premium channel for which you had to pay for access. At this point, the Disney Channel was created for the purpose of showing Disney's classic, pre-existing animated live-action studio shorts and feature-length films on the small screen. The Disney Channel's first original series was Good Morning Mickey. Hence its name, the animated series featured shorts with Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Chip 'n Dale, among others. The show ran from the channel's initial launch to November 28, 1992, totaling 80 22-minute episodes. Also among the channel's very beginnings is MOUSERCISE, a television series inspired by and named after the 1982 Exercise album released by Disneyland Records. In each episode, a live-action Mickey Mouse and Kelly Plaskert led a group of children in a series of exercises. The show also sought to teach kids about the benefits of exercise and healthy eating as well, which sat well with the parents of the children who watched the show. The launch of the Disney Channel also brought with it Welcome to Pooh Corner, which featured Winnie the Pooh characters portrayed by actors in human-sized puppet suits, a trend that was also becoming popular along with the Disney Channel. Another example of this trend was Dumbo's Circus, which did the same thing as Pooh Corner, but with characters from the 1941 Disney film of the same name. In September of the year the Disney Channel was launched, so came about one of its first, closest things to a contemporary Disney Channel show, Kids Incorporated. The show was about a group of tweens and teens performing a rock group of the show's namesake, doing so at a club called the Palace, while dealing with the many issues tweens and teens of that era did in real life, such as crushes, bullying, peer pressure, and many other things. From the time Kids Incorporated first aired until May 1986, the show aired in syndication on many different television networks. Beginning in November of 1986, the show aired exclusively on the Disney Channel until it ended in 1990. Reruns would then air on the Disney Channel until 1996. Probably the most notable cultural significance of Kids Incorporated is that it started the trend of making pop stars out of the Disney Channel's child actors. Whereas today, we have Disney Channel original movies known as DCOMs, in the 1980s and 90s, the Disney Channel had what they referred to as premiere film. In a time when the Disney Channel was marketed to people of all ages, rather than the tween demographic they switched to ever since, these premiere films included nostalgic comedies and dramas that children might enjoy, but their parents would enjoy more, such as Anne of Avonlea, The Blue Yonder, The Ernest Green Story, and Heidi. Premiere films are not as well known as more recent DCOMs because, as I previously mentioned, the Disney Channel was originally a premium channel, meaning it did not come with the basic cable package most people had. In the 1990s, as the Disney Channel moved into its second decade, many of the Disney television animations Disney had made for ABC were moved to the Disney Channel. In addition to this, they also showed a lot of reruns of classic 80s cartoons. After 7 years as a premium access channel, the Montgomery, Alabama branch of Telecommunications Incorporated became the first cable provider to provide the Disney Channel as a basic cable service. Around 1997, as more and more cable providers followed in TCI Montgomery's footsteps and more viewers gained access to the Disney Channel, the network was slowly rebranded with a greater focus on kids than on the family connotation that was originally intended for it. So on April 6, 1997, the channel was relaunched, with "the" being dropped from the name and henceforth being called Disney Channel as we know it today. Not only that, but the network's logo was changed from this to this. With this relaunch, Disney Channel was divided into 3 blocks. In the afternoon and evening, they aired the Zoog block, which was dedicated to programming targeted to their rapidly growing tweens and teens demographic. The more adult, family-oriented programs would be aired during the nighttime Vault block, which was equivalent to Nick at Night. The third of these blocks was Playhouse Disney, which aired in the morning and was dedicated to preschoolers television. This history and evolution of Disney Channel is to be continued in part 2 of this video. Tune in next time and we're going to pick up where we just left off and talk about how Disney Channel got to be the way we know and love it now.